First off, I want to apologize for looking like absolute garbage, more or less the nose region. I mean, it's a mess. Today has been one heck of a day. It just like came this morning, bang, you just got a cold. What? Like it was just immediate. I apologize for sounding awful. But I still got to pound these videos out for you guys, but I was not wanting to talk about a game like this. I understand it is the first game of the season and things are going to happen. But when you leave 12 runners on base, that is a recipe for an L. And the Jays got an L, 3-2 over the Baltimore Orioles in extra innings. And in the extras, Mark Trumbo steps to the plate against Jason Grilli, and, Grilli threw one curveball. He hung it, but luckily, Mark Trumbo missed it. Okay, you got to make up for that. 2 pitches later, hangs another one, clank out of the ballpark. You may miss once with a good player, and they may miss, which you hope. But if you throw the same mistake twice, it's very difficult to get away with it. And Grilli knows that. Everyone knows that. And that's what happened tonight. But again, they shouldn't have been in this situation because one clutch hit changes the whole game. But then again, same for the Orioles, right? They had a few times where they had runners in scoring position but couldn't do anything with it. But the Jays, nonetheless, from a good outing by Marco Estrada, he struggled early, obviously, but really settled down, sitting down 10 straight to end his outing. His final line, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Very, very well. Biagini was good in an inning and 2/3 of work. J.P. Howell faced one batter, Chris Davis, but he did his job and got him out. Joe Smith pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 1 hit, and that's that. That's all. He looked real solid. I was really happy with oh my goodness, with all of the new Jays additions. Really, you look at Kendrys Morales. Yes, he didn't get a hit, but a bases loaded walk got the Blue Jays their first run of the game and first run of the season. And Steve Pearce, my goodness, but he was 3 for 5 in this game. He was really good on the ball all the time. Obviously, the base hit off of Zach Britton as well. That is rare, but he had one on this night, or afternoon, if you want to call it that. Again, some good nights at the plate, but not enough clutch hits. Devin Travis, 2 for 6. Donaldson, 3 for 5. Like I said, Pearce, 3 for 5. Ezekiel Carrera, 2 for 3. He had an RBI double. That's a big, I think it was a 2-out hit too. There you go. That's what we need to see more of. But we didn't see any more in this one. And like I said, they left 12 runners on base. And that is a huge reason of why they lost tonight. Or this afternoon. It was a game where you're like, the Jays had opportunities, but couldn't cash in. I mean, that's really what it was. And it sucks. But again, it's the first game of the year. Everybody's got to brush the rust off and, keep the ball rolling. No pun intended there at all. But, it was funny. I don't know what was funny. Lost my total train of thought there. And, but they got to regroup. This is game 1 of 162 games. There is 161 remaining games. Now, if you want to be able to regroup after a loss, this is one you do that with. Why? Because you have the day off tomorrow. You played one game and you get a day off, and then you play Wednesday against Baltimore again, looking to split the weird, nasty 2-game series. I mean, what I mean by weird, nasty, you play the first game of the regular season against Baltimore, which is, we don't do that too often, on the road at 3 o'clock on a Monday. That's gross in itself. Second of all, you have a rough game and you lose an extra. They walk you off in the first game of the year. That's not a good feeling. Then you have a day off after you play one game. Then you play game 2 of the series. Oh, but wait. Game 2 is the last game of this series. They play a 2-game set, split in half, to start the season. Very weird. Very, very odd. But, again, like I said, if this is a game that you want to be able to bounce back from, this is the time to do it. J.A Happ's going to be going to the mound for the Jays on Wednesday. That's a 7 o'clock first pitch. Dylan Bundy is going to be going for the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, like I said, I was impressed with a lot of the new guys today, but again, not enough clutch hits, and that's really what ended the game today. The Jays could not get that one big 2-out hit. They got one with Zeke, but they needed another one, and they couldn't do it. Leaving 12 runners on base like I said, it's a recipe for really bad things in the game, and they ended up losing it. And did they deserve to win? Depends where you're looking from. If you're looking from a pitching standpoint, yeah, but then again, so did Baltimore. If you're looking at it from a hitting standpoint, the Jays didn't really deserve to win this game. You know, they took a lot of walks. They did have 6 walks in this one, which is what we're used to for the Jays, a very selective team. But don't be too selective. Don't be over-selective. If it's a good pitch, take a rip. You know, don't just like don't get mad because it's on the corner. It's borderline. Oh my goodness. I apologize. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That was awful. I hope you guys did not pick up on that. But whatever. When you're sick, you're sick. I'm battling through this ridiculous day to get this stuff for you guys. Right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you did not enjoy the ending of this game, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys thought of this one. I mean, what went wrong? There were a few things that went wrong, but what could you pinpoint as the one thing that really attributed to this loss for the Blue Jays? They gotta take it like a grain of salt and move on, because baseball players have to have a very short memory. All right, so we'll talk to you guys a little later on tonight. Leafs edition, as they're in Buffalo taking on the Sabres, looking for a different result from the last time they were in Buffalo. So that was a rough one. And also tomorrow, Raptors edition, as they are in Indiana taking on the Pacers. Raptors, let's keep the ball rolling for the Raptors. I mean, both Toronto teams, Leafs and Raptors, playing really, really good. Let's keep it going. And like we said, Blue Jays edition Wednesday, as they're obviously ending this weird 2-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. J.A. Happ, Dylan Bundy. We'll see you guys then.